What's going on, guys? Thank you for joining me for another video. We're going to be checking out a video by Jubilee today. We're going to try to see who has done the most time. Yeah, who's done the most time in jail. Let's see if we can figure that out. Let's get into it.
I would normally say American Greed guy should be like over here, you know, Ponzi scheme. I don't know.
Who said Ponzi scheme?
You look like a Ponzi scheme.
That's awful.
She looked like a baby. So I think she probably did the least time. So I think you should.
Yeah, I would think her too.
Yeah, like you just took your braces off last week.
And then I think he did the most time, in my opinion.
I think so too.
My boss vibes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to say the person that's dressed the best probably did the least time. Because, you know, and then when it's about money, they don't really care. But the other things, they'll come after you full force.
You over there?
I think that's just the easy one. That's like the easiest one to say, you know? I don't know. I don't know just yet. I don't know just
Bro.
yet.
Man,
I feel like I should at least switch with you.
I think she should be at the end. I think she's just trying to trick her
let's go.
spot.
I kind of think you should be at the end. I have a feeling. I'm not sure why. I would
Right?
switch you two.
I don't know. I don't know.
You projecting?
Projected? No, I feel like you just trying
Certainly
to trick her
projected.
spot.
Maybe.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah, for me
definitely.
and
I would
you.
switch you guys. Yes, I would.
Right.
I do find it interesting that he's not fighting over the fact that people think he's done the most time. Yeah, I did it.
I think me and him should switch.
I'll go back over here.
Come on, Tyrone.
I think we're off by a lot. I mean, we can't really tell.
Jubilee. So you had to find somebody who was black named Tyrone. I'm watching you, Jubilee.
I don't know. This dude might have done a stretch the way he talking.
This one?
Yeah,
He
on
doesn't
some
give me
some
criminal vibes,
man,
you know?
on like some other mafia type.
But he ain't got enough tattoos for that.
I don't know what he's hiding underneath that long sleeve.
Exactly.
Right, because they be on their
Roll your
back.
sleeves up?
Most of the
You have
tattoos
no-
on their
you have no
back. No,
tattoos?
no stereotype, but most of the, Asian culture tattoos be on their back.
He's so
I feel like
fucking
maybe
clean cut.
me and her need to
It's
switch. Because she's talking like she's been around.
Probably so. Is that a yard tattoo?
First of all, no.
Did anyone do, was it federal or state time?
State.
State.
Stay.
State. What about you?
Federal time.
Oh yeah, I know you got to.
White collar. White collar
did. I know
crime.
you-
Federal crimes, most likely, again, some, like she said in the beginning, Ponzi scheme, something to do with money, scamming, stuff like that. But I don't see them doing hard time for that. Could be wrong, though, right?
Did some time.
American Greed.
How long we been out?
Right. Oh, that's a good question.
14 years.
14, wow.
My daughter's 13. I'm 12, so 12 years.
10 years.
I've been out 2 years.
7.
6,
All right, I want to know what time you guys wake up every morning.
7.
5:30.
6 o'clock.
Between 4:30, 5 o'clock.
You guys are early.
How about you?
At 10 every day.
10 o'clock.
10.
10.
There's no time to wake us up doing there though.
I want
You see, I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. I'm guessing if you've been to jail, you've done some time, you wake up earlier. But isn't that the same thing for the military? And just in general, getting old is crap? Hey, maybe I'm learning some stuff.
I'm gonna move you down here, though.
I'm cool with that.
Oh, the right spot.
Yeah, put your
Wake
right
up at
here.
7.
I wake up at 6.
Didn't he say 7?
Not 6.
I'm not alone.
Yeah,
You say you just got out 2 years ago.
yeah,
huh?
2 years ago.
How old are you?
32.
32. Yeah, you probably should be right here.
He really wants to get out of that spot.
What was your biggest pet peeve inside?
Snitches.
New prisoners running to staff and not understanding that maybe out here you go to law enforcement, but it's not the best move while in custody. And
Exactly.
Since I'm the only girlfriend drama, it was crazy.
I can see that.
I've seen some
I
stuff.
can see that.
I mean, we got to work out every day. It's mandatory, So
Yeah,
some people like to slack off, and I didn't like that. Yeah, you need everybody to be on top shape, you know what I mean? Because at any second, anything could go down.
For me, I didn't do any
Yeah, I'm just going to let that one go.
drugs or anything like that, but being able to go to exercise and run,
Right,
that
right.
was that was better than any drug that I could take. That was
We know you
It was a
didn't
hell
do
of a
drugs.
release.
Yeah, you know.
It was
We
a
can
hell of a
see that.
release. You know what the CRT is, right?
The tactical team?
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I can get that.
Yeah, so like what was that for you guys is Like, especially the first time experiencing that. And when you know they're coming for your cell or your dorm particularly.
For me, it's like, man, I just don't want to go through just cleaning up everything again. You have food spilled everywhere, like the
That's the
waters,
worst.
the juices, whatever, and you just gotta clean up. So, I'm
So
like,
if
man.
cleanup was your biggest concern,
Yeah.
I feel like you're in the right spot. I was contraband queen, so I'm gonna go to solitary for sure. So you should move. I don't
You just
know.
think I should still?
Yeah.
You here, scooch down.
Yeah.
I don't see how this proves how much time you've done. I feel like no matter what, you're gonna have those same experiences and most likely feel the exact same way. What I would ask is, how long did it take you to walk through a door without somebody opening it for you, or you stopping and waiting for it to open? I think that'd be a better question than, just general stuff. Like, everyone who's been in probably knows this kind of stuff or has these experiences.
The guards are probably the biggest assholes, bigger than they are on the streets.
The sheriffs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, definitely.
I remember one time I was on lockdown. I was in what they call the hole. So we were supposed to get a shower at least once a day. I remember they came and we hadn't had showers for like 3-4 days. My cellie next door, they took him first. He was gone for about 3 hours. It don't take that long to take a shower. So when he finally came back, we asked him, man, why you was gone so long? He said, man, do not go take a shower. They left me in there for 3 hours, sitting on that cold ass bench, naked, and he's bamming on the door like, let me out, let me out. And they open the door, they say, if you knock on this door one more time, we're gonna come in there and fuck you up.
Yeah, man, they're on a
They did
power
that to me
trip.
too. I was standing in the shower
and
for
they
hours.
meant it, and he knew they meant it, and
That's one of the situations where we hear all these conversations about, things just being unfair and wrong. I believe that's where you're going to find it most of all, because, you're in a situation like that. Who are you going to go and complain to? The same people that's beating your ass? Nah. The same people that are beating you down are the same people that are going to sit there and find somebody else to probably finish the job. That's crazy. And you hear about this and you see it in the movies, but to hear somebody talk about it so clearly and no one on there just seemed like they were shocked or surprised. That's just like an expectation. It's a different type of justice once, you've been dealt with and you've been on the other side of said justice. I don't know. That's really interesting to me.
the prison guards really mistreat you. They want to make sure to tear you down in front of the others.
How much solitary time has everyone served?
I went in the hole for 60 days straight.
The most at one time for me is 90.
I never went to the hole, unfortunately.
No, I was on my best behavior. I was trying to get out.
We
Her
should
should be
move.
in the middle.
I should
I
be
think
here.
she definitely should be at least here.
I think you should be next to me.
I feel like you should.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, you
I
seem like
believe
you
y'all
just
two need
been
to switch.
thugging since been thugging.
Yeah, I've been in and out a lot. The system has been good to me,
The system has been good to me. Red flag.
Yeah, speaking of, does everyone feel like the prison system is adequate in reforming?
You look, is prison working? Statistics are so clear about how many people go in, go out, and then go right back in. So we're
That's an odd question to ask, because prisons aren't exactly supposed to be, not in all cases at least, rehabilitative. Some sentences are punitive. They're meant to be just a punishment, It's not supposed to, you come out a better person or you learned from your actions. It's just, you messed up, you got this in return, do better or you'll be back again. This is just a punishment for what you did. It's not necessarily to tell you, you're going to learn from your actions. It's just you get what you get. That's something I will say. I believe that certain crimes, I feel like there should be a period that certain things roll off. Let's say you lived your entire life, you did something wrong, and it wasn't, it didn't cost somebody their life. It wasn't a violent crime per se. I believe if you were living 5 years of your life and you have yet to reoffend in any way, shape, or form, I believe stuff like that should be rolling off, because that's really and truly a hindrance in a lot of people's lives. Something that you did at the age of 18 can haunt you until you're gone. And one of those problems with people going back to jail is probably that exactly. When now that you leave and you have a record, how do you reassimilate? People aren't going to want to hire you. They're not going to want to give you a job. They're going to look at you as if you're just going to do the same thing at their place. I think that's something that they should work on.
If they want to get something from that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people go in there and they just go through the motions and they'll complete the program. But as soon as they get out, it's right back to the whatever put them in there the first time. Being an African-American male and being raised in what they
Named Tyrone, an African-American male named Tyrone.
Call the hood, South Central LA, you're bound to go down that bad road.
Anger helped me break the cycle of going back and using drugs and all the stuff that I did. I was mad. I was really pissed off that I was treated horribly and chained to a bed for 2 days after I gave birth to my first daughter. I used that as motivation to never go back and completely retire and be a mom. I was going to talk about it and share my story and let people know just how bad it is. I was in facilities that didn't want to give women tampons, and I was not believed about pain. It is a very dehumanizing thing, and some of it is very petty. They do it because they can.
For me, the opportunities were there to take the classes to better yourself, but as far as like the treatment goes, no, because like the officers, they're very indifferent. So they don't treat you like a human being. You can't really have a conversation with them, or any staff. They look at you as less than. So I felt very.
I believe that's a part of professionalism in a field like that. I believe that you can be professional and be personable per se, but I believe in a setting like that, it's probably best to maintain a professional demeanor as much as you can. And yeah, it'll probably, it'll make the stay a lot better to have someone you could talk to outside of the people that are in there for, messing up as you have. But overall, I believe it's just a better situation to have things be clean, if that's the right word.
Dehumanized.
That's the whole point. The whole point of it.
Okay.
And I must say there's a difference between being professional and just being a douche. There's definitely a big difference between that. Not to say that, if you're being a professional, that means you can't tell someone good morning or how you doing or, speak to them like they're a human being. But at the same time, if you're looking for a friendly conversation over your lunch, that's probably a stretch.
Y'all should switch. You too.
I feel like you should be over
I think you
here.
did okay with me.
I really finessed the situation when I was in there. I know how to work a person, you know what I'm saying? My favorite subject is psychology.
See, everyone serves time differently. I didn't do any finessing. I was stunned at how many people didn't do their job.
It seemed like you shouldn't even been in prison.
Thank you. Thank you.
It seemed like you got caught in a family scheme, and then they threw you under the
Little
bus.
pyramid.
Thank you.
That's what it was. Your family caught you up because you just too polished. I can tell.
Number one.
No, I don't think I am either.
I would actually maybe switch you two.
I would too, yeah. I think,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Your time.
I agree with that.
6th spot, we have Mari.
Oh, sorry guys. Go ahead and put your guesses down. I can't really. I don't have a real guess. If I would guess the person that has the least, it'll probably be the person that's in their current position. And I'd say everything else is about right. No, I would go with how they have themselves set up. Maybe I put Tyrone a little bit further overhead, but that's besides the point.
I told you.
I knew it.
Wow.
I knew it.
Told you.
Hey, Mutz, are you serious?
In the 5th spot, we have Nick at 1 year. In the 4th spot, we have Justin T at 1 year and 23 days.
In the fence.
Wow. They got
You
you.
should be happy for me. It could have been worse.
Yeah, I am happy for you. For real. Congratulations.
Thank you.
In the 3rd spot, we have Tyrone at 3 years.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Wait. So Tyrone is at 3 years, and we have what I would presume the two skimpiest looking ones left, and Tyrone did 3 years. Wow.
I'm not though.
In the 2nd spot, we have Jessica at 5 years.
Years, wow.
Really, huh? Let me find out it was a nail
He was
salon
messing with us
scheme.
the whole
Nail
time.
salon scheme.
In the 1st spot, Justin C at 14 years.
Damn, boy.
Wow.
Whoa.
I just didn't get that vibe from him.
I feel like I don't carry myself in a way where I'm like tough guy.
You didn't even look that old.
Thank you.
14. Okay, yeah, they got me on that one. 14 years of time. Listen, if this is not one of the best representation of why you don't judge a book by the cover, 14 years. He did more time than all of them combined, if my math serves me correctly. I stand corrected. My math does not serve me correctly. Just ignore that part. Check out the rest of the video. I'll have the links down below. How many of you guys were surprised about this one? I definitely was. Again, this just goes to prove and to say once again, never judge a book by the cover. And I look at all these individuals, you know, some of them you might choose to judge by the cover, but that doesn't make their past actions doesn't make them who they are today, you know? And I wish all of them the best. Guys, I thank you for hanging out with me for another video. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe if you liked it, of course. And maybe you should hang around and maybe I'll put something you do like. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.